Welcome back to Game 2 of Katarina Wine Mixer versus Hoagie's Heroes. Just as a quick update slash reminder, Katarina Wine Mixer took Game 1, and we have now switched sides going into Game 2. We'll see Hoagie's Heroes here on blue side and Katarina Wine Mixer here on the red side. And we've already gotten into pick and bans, with the Twitch ban being dropped first immediately from the
And then the
side.
Kane ban immediately after, basically.
Clear my... There we go. Perfect. Yep. Both
So we're
champions
taking
displayed
out.
both champions
Yes.
displayed prominently game 1 for their respective players, and both of them popped off.
Respectively, yeah. As soon as Kane was done popping off, we saw Twitch start popping off. Then the Mordekaiser ban coming out to stop MF Shadow from getting his comfort picks.
Yeah, definitely a very different banning strategy than we saw first game headed into this one. And I gotta wonder how many bans from Katarina Winemix are gonna be directed from champions Hoagie's Heroes played last game. I would assume just the Kane ban for now, but you never know.
I would think just the Kane ban, maybe the Nar ban, because Nar was had the ability to pop off. He just never was given the opportunity for it. But we'll see, especially because I think MF Shadow is going to switch to a more damage dealing top lane, even more so than Mordekaiser. I think he's going to switch to a Kali or something like that. So we'll see where that goes.
We have the Black Nothing ban here. That is a Nautilus ban from what's being said in chat.
So the Nautilus coming back, aimed at Mr. Matt. I would have gotten rid of the Taric. I think the Taric was such a prolific pick in the last game that it really won several team fights for them. So I'm not sure why the Nautilus again over the Taric. I guess Nautilus is just more oppressive in lane.
Yeah, Nautilus is honestly very oppressive, and now that they banned the Twitch, I feel like they have the tools to where the Taric's not going to be that much of a concern, but now they're actually going to pick it away. Actually, no, Mr. Matt running it back with the Taric this game for Katarina Wine Mixer.
They are gonna pick away the Sejuani though.
Yeah, that's
Now the
actually big.
Sejuani, that's big. Sejuani is a huge team fighter, and it is definitely a comfort pick for Siren. So now interested to see where he goes, especially with Mordekaiser being banned away from MF Shadow.
Yeah, some very good draft adjustments being made, and the Sivir snagged for Katarina Wine Mixer. I mean, Spooked is going to be on a pick that's going to allow him to play very well into this lane, which I'm sure, given how it worked last game, even with a matchup that shouldn't have been so hot, I'm sure this is something he's ready for.
Absolutely, and Sivir plus Taric is always fun. You just get the Taric ult and the Sivir ult going at all the same time. You just run at people; they can't hurt you, and it is a blast.
Yeah,
Like snowboarding down the bunny slopes.
I also like the Rumble Respect ban. Even though, Iron 4 Noob perhaps didn't dump on people game 1, it was still just a huge problem with the equalizer and the amount of team fight presence it had. Basically, like everything that turned around that game was equalizers from Iron 4 Noob and Neil the Steel getting into the backline, and so you see both the
Hmm.
Kane and the Rumble being banned away.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're taking the Braum as well. So we're seeing the support swap and one ADC swap, and then we're getting a comfort pick on Hoagie, uh, making sure they got that in the first round because it was banned away from him after the second
Yeah,
round
and
last
I
game.
feel like we've regressed back a few patches to when the bot lane meta was only Sivir and Xayah. You remember that? Which this is actually a pretty solid lane once again from Hoagie's Heroes. And the nice part about Braum in this lane is Braum has great interactions into all of Sivir's AoE and wave clear. So at some point, Braum can actually just stand in front of the wave, pop the unbreakable shield when Sivir tries to wave clear, and then that's going to be an entire mana bar of wasted uselessness from Sivir.
An interesting pick with the Rek'Sai here. I know Siren's got some comfort picks on Kha'Zix and a few other of the damage dealing uh, junglers, but the Rek'Sai is going to supply a little bit of CC, a lot of tank, and a little bit of damage too. So we'll see where he goes. Well balanced champion. The Nasus ban, interesting.
The old Nasus. So the Rek'Sai actually really worries me, especially into the team comp they have going right now. Basically, all of the usefulness of Siren's going to be contingent on how much early game pressure he can put on. Because going forward in the late game team fights against Sejuani, Xayah, Braum, like Xayah just Featherstorms when Rek'Sai dives in. Sejuani, it's big beefy front line along with Braum. They have a lot of peel, a lot of disengage. This Rek'Sai's not doing anything past the 25-minute mark. Which,
Interesting Gnar ban here. Wouldn't have expected that.
yeah, I don't think I would have expected it either, but I think Gnar perhaps could be a decent pick for MF Shadows before.
Yeah, I just don't know if he plays Gnar. That's
hmm
the thing.
I'm also interested to see what some of the
Urgot.
flexibility on the side of Katarina Winemixer is, because MF Shadow has gone, multiple places before.
He's an ADC main. He can play mid, can kind of play jungle, and can really play support too. So yeah, he can flex around. I know Jingo can flex around into into jungle and ADC, I believe.
He can
Uh,
flex. He's pretty much, I would peg him as an assassin mid main. If you need him to go AD carry or hook support, like mostly Pike,
mhm.
usually support,
Mostly
that's,
by.
yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty strong with that stuff. So they have a lot of options. I think, especially like one of the options that we're gonna start to see in lower leagues is a lot of players' pocket picks and flex picks are gonna come out now that the skill differential is pretty like more even
hmm
all around. Because before it's like, well, okay, we
There's
take
this
our
plat 5 in my lane. I don't know if I could do that on
yeah. It's
a
like
comfortable pick.
before like, oh man, we can flex our silver player around 3 rolls, and then you're like, yeah, we can flex him to any of these 3 rolls, and the diamond player's still gonna it's just gonna be a rough time. There's no way you get yourself out of that. But
Yeah,
now
that's
that
how it
like
was getting in the last season I played in. Just stopped playing in the splits because like I'm not good enough for this anymore.
it's like
But I'm
now that
okay being a bad player as long as I get to be a caster.
it's like now that you have the skill differential very zoned in, very equalized. It gives a lot of these players so many more opportunities to pick, pocket picks, to pick interesting things. Overall, I feel like this just creates a much more interesting environment, especially for a lot of the
hmm
lower elo brothers in this league who, might not have very much fun just running into, the 700 games diamond tryhard, just chilling
Yep.
in their lane and locking in Rise and saying, "All right, buddy, let's have fun. Let's play League of Legends."
Locking in Rise. Who even plays Rise anymore?
And I'm not saying somebody did that, but I might have done that. Oops. All right. Just gonna get us into
Here
our
we
client.
go. So what are we seeing in these team comps here? We got Urgot and Nico as the last two pickups for Katarina Wine Mixers. Very interesting picks. I would assume the Nico mid Urgot top,
I
but you
really
never
like the
really know with
Sivir.
Jingo Unchained.
So we kind of flip-flopped. Last game, Hoagie's Heroes had a lot of the movement
The
speed
weak
control.
fear
This
the
game,
shadows.
Katarina Winemixer has
Fear
even more movement
controls
speed
them.
control than they did. You have the Sivir with the On the Hunt that runs in. They run back the Taric again with the Cosmic Radiance, and the Nico, this is probably going to be the Twin Shadows Glacial Augment build. If it's not, like, what are you doing, man? It's 2019. But, like, yeah, it should
Either
be really
way, it
interesting.
looks like it'll be a very fun game. The Talia is a comfort pick for Iron 4 noob, so I look forward to seeing a lot of damage come out and a lot of movement coming out for him. So you're talking about Katarina Winemixers having a lot of movement. Heroes has Talia.
That's very true, and especially because Talia can make so many cross-map plays happen in the
Mm-hmm.
early game. We're going to be looking, around 10 minutes, around 10 to 20 minute mark is where Talia's going to make her impact most felt on the map. And from there, what you're looking for is you're looking for kills to snowball, you're looking for towers, you're looking for the early dragons. And so, most people don't respect dragons that much as a win con, but especially in early game centric team comps, it'll be like, well, if we're playing against, say, something like an Elise, it's like, we'll just wait until they fall off. But, then they
Hmm.
get 4 dragons, and then they set up for Elder Drake, and you're like, oh no, now their team has Elder Drake, and it's 4 drags, so, yeah, it
There's
doesn't
a win
matter.
right there. And I think the
Exactly.
dragons will be incredibly important for heroes with to set up the split push comp with Yorick late game.
Is like, with this
Yeah.
Talia, in terms of the snowball, your win cons, gold and objectives, right? And
Gold
a
objectives.
lot of objectives give gold. So you're looking for turret platings, you're looking for towers to open up the map more, you're looking for the early dragons, especially coming off the
Hmm.
level 6 power spike from Hoagie's Heroes. That's especially what I'm looking for here. Is Talia make visits down to the bot lane, especially because Sivir Taric, none of them have escape spells, right? So Talia throws down a wall, it forces a flash. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. Easy does it. So it looks like we are going to see the Urgot and Nico their top and mid respective lanes, as assumed. I don't know if the Urgot's going to be able to keep the Yorick from splitting though. Is he going to be able to push that wave back far enough? We'll see. We'll
So
see.
actually, Urgot has a pretty okay matchup into Yorick. In fact, this is one of the best picks that you can do into Yorick because Urgot just turns on his purge and just gets the poor little ghouls down left and
Mhm.
right. It's kind of tough for them to do much of anything against that, but yeah. I expect to see Urgot taking reasonable control of that lane. One thing to watch out for, though, is Yorick's all-in is one of the scariest in the game. So if he drops the Maiden and you disrespect him, if you throw yourself into him, you can get the shield and all that. That's all good. But then Yorick drops his ring on you, drops the Maiden, and especially because you need to keep the Purge on for DPS, right? It's going to focus the Yorick, and you basically can't kill the wall unless you turn the Purge off. So
Yeah.
if he all ins you because you disrespect him, it's a problem for the Urgot. It really is.
So we're looking for top lane to go either way. It's kind of 50-50, would you say? Either way, could either
Uh,
one of them could win it.
I'd say like 60-40 Urgot, really. But if Urgot doesn't put the thinking cap on, Yorick will just thwack him.
Makes sense, makes sense. We'll see if MF Shadow put on his brain and
And
if Yorick is brain dead enough to get the win.
especially because Yorick's a Hillary Clinton special too.
Mhm. And if we know anything about the Clintons, it's brain deadedness, right?
Uh,
Yeah, no,
I was
no.
about to say they like putting people in grades, but that's a conspiracy theory for another day.
Oh, no BTSM fan, thank you for saying I'm not bad. I'm pretty bad at the game though. I'm only silver 4 for a reason.
Silver Fury.
Silver 4.
Oh.
I'm becoming a mid lane main, by the way. I'm moving away from support. I'm bored with support. I like getting kills.
So I only play the Adventure Time MOBA now, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds incredible. Is that a real game?
It was until they took it down.
No. Could you play as Jake?
Yeah, he could. And Finn
Oh my god.
play as so many people in that. It was actually a classic, dude. Adventure Time MOBA friggin' bopped. You don't remember that? Come on, man.
No, I didn't even know it existed. Alrighty, chat. It's time for our game time predictions. Who do you think's gonna win? Hashtag KWM or hashtag Heroes. Let's see it. Let's see it. Remember, KWM, Katarina Winemixers, took game 1 in a very deciding manner as well. Do you think they're going to go for all those sneaky objective calls again?
I think it could very well happen. They don't really necessarily have an objective sneaking comp this game, though. They don't have the double marksman they have from last game,
Mm-hmm.
but you do have the Urgot. The Urgot picks up Death Stance and 40% CDR, Like back before Urgot nerfs, he could actually just like keep the purge on and like actually solo Baron by just rotating around it with his legs. It was hilarious. Took a long time, but it worked. So they have a reasonably good Baron comp. It's probably just not going to kill it quite as fast as they could last game. We'll have to see though.
It's definitely going to be an action-packed game, that's for sure.
Yeah. So in terms of overall team comps, who do you have the edge going to right now?
In terms of just team comps, I like the Katarina run at you comp. I think Urgot plays well with that, and I think Nico plays well with that as well. Because she relies on kind of getting in the middle of the pack, ulting, and then running away again.
Yeah, the Twin Shatters in combo, Twin Shadows GLP augment build in combo with Sivers on the hunt, that's going to be pretty rough to play
Exactly.
against. The one thing that
Exactly.
scares me is that Rek'Sai is actually just going to be like completely useless as a champion. Like when you start transitioning into mid to late game team fights, I don't see it doing anything. I really
I
don't.
can imagine that. Yeah, especially if Braum is on his game and is actually putting up the shields properly, and Sejuani is on her game and knocking everyone out. I can see that. I can see that. I also see as OPTSM fans pulling out circular ults with KWM. We were pointing out the straight line ults for Heroes team last game. Now here we have the circular ults.
Whoa, that's genius actually.
Mm-hmm.
See,
So
this is what we pay him the big bucks for. The big fat $0 and 0 cents. That's what we pay
this
him
is
the big
why
bucks for.
OPTSM fan is with us, is to give us the big million IQ thoughts and ideas. Ooh, Pentakill Yorick coming out.
Pentakill Yorick indeed. I'm gonna pause at 10 again.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. I guess I'm not
9,
pausing at 10.
10.
Hold on.
Oh,
Ah, I'm going. And boop. Okay. You ready?
oh yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
Cool. And here we are, game 2 of the opening game
Oh,
for PMA LCS Summer Split 2019, and another pause
classic, dude. Where have we seen
because
this one
MF
before?
Shadow has to take a tinkle, according to chat, all chat.
Yeah. Yeah, hate to see it.
The man has a galley jug.
Imagine moving a gallon through I don't know, a urethra.
I don't want to. Alrighty. So what do we got? What else do we have in chat here? Looks like a lot of little KWM, little heroes. Pretty even. Oh, and the Nico Q is circle 3 times. Lots of circles going on here. Thank you, Zess, for the information. All information is important. If you think there's important information for us to share with the stream, please put it in the chat. We'd love to see you type. I love to hear the clicks of the keyboard.
Click, 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 click. Dude, I feel like that should be a piece. Like, if Georgie Ligety can write a piece that is just like 60 metronomes tuned to a different thing, I can write a piece that's tons of keyboards that are clicked at a certain time. Ooh, the Nico Snare goes wide, but the stun lands on Wall of Sound. It's going to be forced to flash out immediately, and the 5-man from Katarina Wine Mixer paying off with the bot lane Braum Flash.
What's he doing there?
He's chilling,
No
bro.
reason. Yeah, there's just no reason to be there.
I mean, he's chilling, literally, because he's
Yeah,
Braum.
yeah, right. Oh, also another thing. Hero side has glacial buff.
Oh yeah, we got 2
Yeah,
glacials.
they got that 2
Yo, that's
glacial buff OP.
busted. So actually, because none of those other champions exist, how many TFT champions do we have in this game? We have just 2, I think. Just the Sejuani and Braum.
Yeah, I think so.
So if we have to give classes right now for the rest of Hoagie's heroes, what do you think they're gonna be?
Yorick would be a brawler, maybe.
Yeah, I'd say
I could see him
Phantom
being the
Brawl.
knight.
You go Phantom Brawler, I think would be the move for Yorick, right? Phantom
Yeah, because
Brawler.
Mordekaiser's already the Phantom Knight.
Yeah, dude, that makes so much sense. I got locking in for Talia, Exile Sorcerer.
Ooh, I like it.
Zaya's the tough one though.
Wild.
Oh yeah, Wild. Oh yeah, Wild.
And then Ranger, probably.
Wild Ranger. Do we have Wild Ranger? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Wait, that's actually genius. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we do have Wild Ranger. That works perfectly, actually. We did it.
We have a TFT comp.
And also, the only synergies we have are two glacial.
Oh,
Even
and
after-
Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai is in TFT. That's true.
Oh yeah, Void Brawler. All right, so what are the other ones on their team? We gotta do theirs now.
Oh, I don't know. So, Urgot could be a couple things.
Oh yeah, he could be. I think he's Brawler.
I don't know though, because he could be Gunslinger.
He could be Gunslinger. Actually, that makes sense. And like if he proc the
'Cause
Gunslinger,
he's a
proc
marksman.
the shotgun. Yeah, that could work.
Ooh.
He could be a Gunslinger with a shotgun knees. I think what a Gunslinger Brawler.
I don't know, because it's not. Anyway, we should get back to the game.
Dude, nothing's happening in the game. Nothing's important. Nobody's killed anyone.
There's a good trade going on in the. Talia is exerting dominance over this lane.
Oh no, I wouldn't say
Not
17
really,
to 17 is exerting dominance.
No, it's not. There's just some good trades happening.
You know, a Murphy can hope. But, Siren Delphi, though, he's found Neil to steal. They're fighting over the scuttle in mid lane. Ooh, the snare lands. She goes so low. Iron for new flashing forward. Flash for flash traded in the mid lane. Some spicy action going on already.
It's a spooky boy right there. I do not think Jingo Unchained was expecting that Sejuani to show up in lane.
Already, we're seeing some very interesting CS differentials open. Oh, that's actually the outplay that York can get in that lane, is you drop the wall on Urgot's Disdain, and because it's so slow, it doesn't actually take him over the wall because it counts as terrain, right? And so Urgot's Disdain actually, like, slams into terrain, can't cross it.
Profit.
Yeah.
It is. I was gonna say it's free real estate, but it's not.
I mean, it literally is free real estate. He's putting up more land
That's
on
true.
Summoner's Rift. It's quite literally free real estate. Oh, then again, it does cost, like, how much mana does that spell cost? Hold on, I gotta check. 70 mana. Also, this sucks, because usually when I play by play and I'm not streaming, I can cheat and look at alt names mid-game. Now people see my cursor. Man, you hate to see it, dude.
You hate to. Yeah, this viewers hate to see you sucking.
Viewers hate him! So slight CS differentials being opened up on opposite sides of the map, in opposite lanes on the map.
Yep. Got Sivir ahead by 13 currently. Kind of expect to see that. Sivir's a good farmer, usually a better pusher than what's going on here.
Also keeping this wave nice and frozen, which is some very good wave mechanics, especially in Desire when she doesn't have mana. Desire Braum can't really do much of anything into this lane anymore, especially with the mana down, and the Taric heals means that if Spook is ever in danger, he can just get healed right back up. Oh, there's the outplay again in the top lane with the Yorick wall. That's one of the interesting things about this lane that Yorick can do.
Yeah, and both are level 6. Neither have backed, neither have seen a jungle. We haven't really seen any ganks so far. It's been a very farm-heavy early game for 6 minutes.
Yes,
I think this was around the time we had first blood last game.
Yeah.
Coming up.
Somewhere around there. So I would actually say that Yorick versus Urgot is a very skill expressive matchup. It's one of the more skill expressive matchups, especially for how not very skill expressive the champions normally are, right?
It's mechanically.
I wouldn't say any of the things in the matchup are like, mechanically like big brain, but there's a lot of interactions that you need to mentally keep track of in this matchup if you're both parties. And so, like, as we're seeing there with the Yorick walls, that can make things very interesting during the laning phase.
So their general knowledge of the matchup is what's gonna win it here.
Exactly. It's very much a knowledge type of matchup, and it's a big brain matchup, especially for two champions that you don't normally have to,
Think.
Yeah. And they're not necessarily thinking man's champions when you compare them to, say, stuff like, I don't know. Name a thinking man champion.
A thinking man's champion?
Yeah, what would you call a thinking man's champion?
Lee Sin.
Yeah, that's a pretty thought-heavy champion.
That's why I can't play him. I'm a brain dead.
I would argue once you get the mechanics down, he's not actually that thought-heavy, but I feel jungle's a very thought-heavy role, so it also evens out. And CS differential, though, is mostly even up in the top lane, and Spoop still with a pretty big CS lead down in the spot lanes. Yeah, open it up to 24 already. That's just... Man, this is getting pretty insane.
I think one of the things that makes it difficult to farm with on Xayah is if you're using the feathers a lot and you're hitting all the minions with it, it makes it difficult to calculate when you have to last hit. It makes last hitting very difficult to calculate. Same way words are difficult to calculate for me.
Yeah, I mean, words are difficult to calculate for me too. You know how it goes.
Yeah, it happens.
Let's say Hoagie finally gets betrayed back with that boomerang blade from Spooked, evening the odds. Spell shield though. Ooh, Wolf's down a little low. Spook taking turret shots now. Hoagie smells blood, but gonna back off.
Good decision to back off there. Taric ult just came up. Braum does not have his ult yet. So if Katarina Winemixers want to do anything, they need to do it. They can do it now. While Braum has no ult. Looks like they're just gonna play safe.
Yeah, that's true. Got some more ghoul fun going on the top lane here.
Fun, that's a good word for it.
Yeah. Fun is not the first word that comes to mind when I play against either of these laners, but you know what? It's League of Legends, baby. If every part of League of Legends was fun, well, I don't know.
Do you mean if League of Legends were fun?
Yeah, if League of Legends were fun. Neil the Steel, though. Ooh, that's a really good interaction there. Glacial Prison comes out, reading the flash over the wall as well. The first one solo kill for the Sejuani on the Siren Delphi. And now this Mountain Drake is in danger.
That was nasty.
I
love to see that. That was nasty. The interaction of Sejuani E. I'm so bad with these names. But that interaction, that was amazing how it just stopped him in the middle of the wall.
The permafrost.
The permafrost, there you go.
Yeah. So, as well, that's also another reason you don't flash in a straight line, because Neo is just throwing the Glacial Prison in the direction of escape, right? And so he just flashes forward, gets hit by the long-range skill shot. Not the way you want to go out. But you know what happens to the best of us. Ooh, some trading going down in mid. To see here.
Not much damage. Not yet, at least. I want to see a Talia wall bot lane, right? Like, coming up soon. She's in lane, full health, getting ready to push it out.
Yeah, especially with the mana. Now is a very opportune time. I'm looking top here just because MF Shadow is pretty low. And the disdain forward into the wave. That's Holy Clinton's cue to drop the maiden. He's looking for the all-in. Siren Delphi, though, completes the solo on the Rift Herald. Now he's going to be headed topside. As the Glacial Prison comes down in the bot lane. Neil the Steel says hi. Super Hoagie, though. Dropped low. Ooh, MF Shadow caught up in the Yorick wall. Not going to need to burn Flash, though.
See if they bring the Talia on.
So got so dangerously low. Doing Flash's trade. The disdain back. The Fear Beyond Death comes out, but it's not going to be enough. MF Shadow gets taken down. However, Siren Delphi there on the cleanup means it's going to be a 1-for-1.
The tower dive.
Yeah.
Very rarely do top laners survive tower dives in PMA LCS.
Yeah, very rarely. Hillary Clinton, the alpha we deserve. You'll love to see it. Hashtag exclamation mark reverse Joe. I don't know, not Joe. You'll love to see it. Like, how would you pronounce Joe backwards? Like E-O-J.
Eoj.
Eoj, yeah! Exclamation point Eoj! You love to see it. There we go. So, you know, that is indeed the Glacial Augment Nico in the mid lane. Sitting on both Lost Chapter Sword Shoes for both mid laners at this point. Ooh. Oh, good snare. Good combo from Iron 4 Noob, though. The stopwatch comes out. Siren Delphi lands the Rek'Sai, all gets the kill under tower. Neil the Steel there on the clean up, though, with the help of the tower. Ooh, the Flash Glacial Prison forward. He gets the double kill. Down goes Jingo Unchained.
Neil the God. Who cares about Neil the Steel? But question: Siren was in the mid lane bush, mid lane topside bush. Takes a tunnel towards his tower, only to come all the way through lane to get that gank off. I'm thinking they avoid the tower dive if he doesn't go through that wall.
I respect it. So one thing I'd actually like to see in this top lane is MF Shadow is having trouble with the disdain interactions in this lane, right, with his E. So I want to see, especially when he baits out the disdain into the Yorick wall, once he knows Urgot's escape is down, that's the shield down as well. I want to see him going forward with the Conqueror proc and doing some more damage to him once he gets that escape spell gone.
Doesn't look like MF Shadow wants anything to do with those ghouls, though.
I mean, I don't think anyone wants to do anything with those.
Yeah.
Yorick ghouls are scary, man. Don't mess with
They're
them.
so spooky.
Very spooky. Ooh. Good snare, though. This time dodges out the Talia combo. And Iron 4 Noob, dangerously low here. Jingo and Chain, they're not going to be able to find the kill. But Neil, he's back and better than ever in the mid lane. Talia wall comes out, and it's the return. The Void Rush comes out. Siren Delphi gets the kill on Iron 4 Noob.
Love to
Pop
see
Blossoms
that.
dropped. Good disengage. He's out of there. CY at bot lane. Come again soon. But not really. Please don't.
Love to see that counter gank coming in from the Rek'Sai. Pulling off the ultimate to get the Talia execute again. Love to see dead Talias as well. Or Talias, sorry. Excuse me. Excuse my French.
Excuse my French. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. No parlez-vous français, or I don't know, dude. How do you say I don't speak French?
Ne parlez pas le français?
No hablo español, but in French.
Hey, there you go. I think it'd be ne parlez pas. Je ne parle pas. I'm not sure.
Something like that, dude. Ooh, fighting over the dragon though, Siren Delphi. Not letting Neil steal this one away, though. That's going to be the shutdown drop. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Hillary Clinton gets the solo kill on MF Shadow. We got more action down in the bot lane. The flash drop. Hoagie knocked up. The stun comes down. Mr. Matt going to take down Hoagie in the bot lane.
unfortunately going to the support, but a kill is a kill, especially a kill on the ADC, plus getting Dragon. And they learned from their mistake last game. I'm so good to see that. They went for the Dragon, and they had Smite up, and they got it. Feels good, man.
Yep. No more sloppiness plays from last game. I love to see it. Meanwhile, though, Hillary Clinton up the solo kill, getting that first turret in top, and this Yorick's gonna be pretty scary transitioning forward into the later mid game, into the late game.
And this is what I was talking about before. I do not think that Urgot's going to be able to keep up in the split push.
So the nice part right now is saying Siren Delphi is going to have trouble being relevant, and that should be true because a lot of the picks that have happened, they've been skirmishes, right? This is Rek'Sai's bread and butter at this point, so I want Hoagie's Heroes to start forcing a little more of the 5v5 team fights, make those happen. Really take advantage of the fact that Rek'Sai can't do much of anything. However, now might be a much better time to farm because Spooked's up on Hoagie. You have your York who's doing things. Rely on the 4-1, I would say would be the move at this point. If
for Heroes?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly where I would go. Send the York preferably bot lane. Not sure where he's going right now. Looks like he's heading bot now. And then set up on that top side of the map. 18 minutes, so you got Baron up in 2 minutes. Get that top area push, get mid tower down, get Baron, win game.
So actually one of the ways to help make your transition smoother as a team in general is keeping track of wave allocation. And you know, that doesn't mean that you have to, oh hold on, say that. Now good flash play from Iron 4 New, ball down getting caught up, he's extremely low. But so far, nothing lethal coming out in this mid lane.
Nothing lethal, just half of Sivers.
Oh, that might be something lethal. The Glacial Prison comes out, great flash away. Pop Blossom's dropped. It's gonna be the return kill. Iron 4 Noob goes down. That's a double kill for Jingo Unchained on the Nico. Turns out it's actually Nico Unchained. Oh man.
Okay, I can understand. Nico Unchained getting 2 kills now. She's gonna be big coming up. She already got that GLP to lock in that slow in the team fights.
Guess you could say he's got a little bit of a Jin Nico Sequoia to him, if you will.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I really had to, I had to stretch it for that one. I really had to stretch it for that one. Oh man. But yeah, so back to my previous point is one of the ways to help make your transition smoother as a team is gonna be, oh my god. Super Ogie, he's gonna make it out alive.
Ooh, that's huge. Forcing out the Talia ult, so now they can make plays around the map without worrying.
I feel like if
a minute and a half.
I feel like if I want to get more action to happen on the map, I should just start like actually talking about like relevant gameplay tips, because what happens every single time is I just get interrupted by someone just running in and hitting a combo or something.
Like right now, Urgot losing out on that trade.
Yeah, you know. I mean, I don't really care about trades unless there's actually going to be some like an all-in coming. Yeah, it's whatever. It's like especially interestingly, like, you know, you watch LCS casters watch and play. A lot of times they talk, like, they keep the conversation going like straight through commonplace lane trading unless they talk about lane trading, like from the point of the matchup. You know, it's like unless someone's in danger of, they basically don't like deviate to like play-by-play style unless someone's in danger of dying or there's a fight or a skirmish happening.
It's also a lot easier for them to keep conversation going when you have replays.
That is very true. And Spooked! Could be a little caught out on the top side there, a little bit of oopsie-daisy if you will. A free kill going inside of Hoagie's Heroes, and Hillary Clinton is one massive York. That's the 600 gold shutdown on Siren Delphi, and he's looking for more. Gets the flash from MF Shadow. A 1-for-0 for Hillary Clinton in the 1v2.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I see some Fnatic plays coming in on this 4-1, where they're just going to run around the map, take towers, and win very quickly. We'll see how much they like Fnatic.
Can't wait to see this. And I actually dig this. This is a very aggressive Baron call, but I think it could work. I gotta be very careful about this Nico, though, as he's looking. Like, with the Nico, if Nico had Flash, you'd have to peel off the Baron immediately. GLP's hot. Ooh, great Talia combo, forcing it out. Pop Blossom goes down. Jingo and Chin goes on a killing spree, though. So much disrespect for the Nico, and it's going to cost them the shutdown on the Jingo Unchained, though. Talia Wall comes out, and Matt is just stuck getting hammered by Baron, but Spooked is here on the side. The auto attack's coming in. The flash comes out. The stun comes out. Double kill for Spooked.
You hate to see that. The Talia spelling her own death by throwing Sivir over her own wall.
That's actually comical. It's just like Mr. Matt just getting hammered by Baron from the Talia wall.
Well, did you see the Sivir was on one side of the wall and stuck? She was stuck away from everybody else and wouldn't have gotten the kill onto Talia, except that Talia throws her over the wall with her ability. I forget what it's called, the rock pile or whatever.
Seismic
The
shove.
rock pillar. Seismic shove, there we go.
Yeah,
Let
so
me see her abilities.
I actually think what would be really funny is I'm just thinking about cons right now in Katarina Winemaker, because like on one hand I can't tell if they're like zeroed in or whether they're all just memeing around having a good time, because like Mr. Matt, he's a huge troll. I love that guy to death. He's a huge troll. He's so much fun to play with. Like,
playing with him is a blast. It is a huge blast.
Yeah,
I
so
love playing with him.
I don't know whether his attitude is dominating comms or whether maybe a more tryhard attitude is actually taking grip over the team. I'd be curious to find out. That sounds like an MVP question after this game, actually.
I know. I mean, Matt's sitting at 1-0-6 right now.
He's actually the only Deathless member in the game currently. He's quietly putting in so much work on this Taric this game. Sure, the Cosmic Radiances, they've been pretty
Oh, that Baron
stellar.
fight? Yeah.
Oh man, I hate myself.
Oh, I see what you did there, yeah. I didn't even notice it. You should hate yourself for that.
Stellar, I hardly know her. Anyway.
Yeah. Gonna throw you on our pun patrol coming up.
R/Pun Patrol, dude. We in there. You know, right now, Katarina Mind Mixer looking down the mid lane currently. But it's gonna be a difficult turn to clear. Xayah wave clear and Talia wave clear. It's not something you mess with. But now this Yorick quietly waiting topside for his turn. He's completed the Zerat portal. Sitting pretty on that Trinity Zerat. Look for this Yorick to start putting massive pressure on this topside going forward.
Scary split push coming in. Yeah, hopefully Katarina Winemaker can pick up on the wave clear to figure out what they can do about the split push. Because if they don't have wave clear, they won't be able to do anything.
Yeah, we are, I think we're going to be in for another bit of a stall fest here. Both teams have wave clear. Just going to be looking for the small advantages. We're looking for board control at this point. We're looking for anybody to slip up, create a pick opportunity.
Yeah, I don't know. Last time you said it was going to be a stall fest that immediately went into a huge fight.
Good. Stall fest, stall fest, stall fest. See, they'll start fighting as soon as I say it. Trust me. I'm mind gaming them, dude.
True.
It's genius.
It's the reverse psychology from the casters.
Yeah, dude. I took a semester of psychology at local community college. I know how this stuff works, okay?
Yeah, you also read a bunch of stuff. Ooh, Xayah.
I don't know where that's going, but
Oops.
it's definitely not forward.
Can't say I've never misclicked before. In fact, I did that today. I was playing Karthus.
What?
In ARAM.
How do you misclick? Did you just walk into them and
ult?
ult?
Yeah, I just like walked up to everybody and ulted.
I'm loving Neil's position here, actually. I'm surprised they didn't call that. Actually, I'm not surprised because Hillary Clinton wasn't TPing in already.
Mm-hmm.
They got the nice Glacial Prison on Spoof. That could have been such a good opportunity, especially if Iron 4 Noob could have followed up with the Talia combo. That guy would melt before he could pop sums. And then, you know, as soon as you throw the prison, just yell at your top laner to teleport, you can clean up the fight easy peasy.
I almost feel like the 4 side of the 4-1 here for Heroes is just playing a little bit timid. They're just not sure if they want to engage or not, and you need to decide soon.
I don't know. I don't think you need to decide. I think you just need to control the flow, the pacing of the game more, especially the ward pressure. There's more opportunities to get deeper ward pressure into this top side to facilitate Hillary Clinton's split push. And he's going back bot side now, which is great because there are 4 pinks on the bot side. Now you can, not only can you play around this dragon as well, you can start to extend for the ward coverage because with pressure comes ward coverage, and with ward coverage comes pressure. Like, they're kind of like self-fulfilling. It's like kind of a loop kind of a thing. It's Siren Delphi. I'd flash
Like
away from that.
a circle of wards.
Yeah, it's like it's like the you remember like the water cycle, which just keeps looping in on itself. It's kind of like that, except it goes like both.
Pressure
like,
creates vision, vision creates pressure.
Exactly, except it loops in on itself. It's pretty much the equivalent of it, and so it's not just warding, but it's about pressure. Oh, huge fight engaged in this dragon. Cosmic Radiance comes out. Dragon can go over to the blue side, however. The Glacial Prison comes in, but the Urgot on the back line, dropping the Fear of Death. Great flash forward from Jinko and Chain. The Pop Blossom comes out. Hillary Clinton goes down. The shutdown going over to Mr. Madden's. Urgot finding a double kill on the top side, and now Super Hoagie's going to be forced to run away from this big, beefy Urgot boy.
Whoo! Urgot woke up at that fight. He just popped in the back line and blinked shit up. Oh, I'm tried. I'm so sorry. It's late.
You know how it goes. But yeah, anyway, that's gonna be a Baron for Katarina Wine Mixer. That explosive team fight coming through for them.
That's a huge turnaround. I'm wondering, are they gonna blow this Baron, or are they actually gonna get towers? We will see. They're choosing to stay to get top tower up.
Yeah. Yeah. Top turret as well. I feel like I should at least take backs at this point. And so
Yeah,
now we transition into the point of the game where you got lanes pushing, you got the Baron buff. Now what needs to happen is all these lanes need to crash at the same time because pressure on objectives comes with the wave, right? Because otherwise you can't go under turrets. So what you're looking for is wave manipulation that lets mid, top, and bot crash at the same time. You have double teleport, so you can put Urgot one lane, Nico in the other, or you could just 4-1 and have someone mess around with the wave bot and then rotate in between to go mid for the 4. Like, either way, it works, but always at the same time, so you can pressure from multiple angles at the same time, and you keep that up until something gives.
So it's interesting though how we feel like Heroes team kind of won the early game per se. Like they kind of like not really won early game, but they had a better early game. At least it feels like it, just because the Yorick getting towers and things like that. But we're up 6,500 gold for Katarina Wine Mixers at the moment.
Yeah, it's looking pretty scary.
Urgot's ahead in CS now. Nico's ahead in CS still. Siver's way ahead in CS. So, I don't know. It's looking like another victory right now for Katarina Wine Mixers.
Yeah, it certainly looks to be going that way, but MF Shadow, though, in the bot lane. Maybe Hillary Clinton can get something done. That's traditionally a spot they could abuse before. And Pokebot's the Blade Caller? I don't know.
It was a panic.
Yeah, I feel like pressure's starting to get to him. He's getting a little bit antsy. MF Shadow, though, it's caught in the wrong spot in the jungle. CC'd up, the shutdown comes out, but now the full-on collapse is here. Katarina Wine Mixer, Cosmic Radiance comes out. Iron 4 Noob stuck on the other side. It's the rest of his team getting mowed down. So far, no one else has died yet. Ooh, how did everyone live?
Have we ever had a bot lane MVP? Like where just both bot laners won the 2 MVP.
I feel like that had to happen sometime.
I
That's not
mean,
something that
I
happens
just
really often. Yeah, honestly,
Mr. Matt.
oh, that's gross.
Mr. Matt is just nothing but impressive tonight.
Yeah, dude, especially this game too. And he still
Being
hasn't died.
Yeah, and he's the only bronze player on the team, I'm pretty sure. Or no, Siren is. Never mind. Let me check.
So I think Mr. Matt was he the final, I think he was the final player
Mr.
in
Matt
this
Silver
draft.
2.
Yeah, he is. I think he was the final round draft pick for this team. So he's actually come up clutch on Tarek in both these games. So, you know,
you would have liked to see that ban come out.
yeah, so definitely the last, but certainly not the least.
Now as the action comes to a slow again, if it does.
It should be coming to a
It will.
slow.
Want to give awesome shout outs to our amazing people. We have OPTSM fan Sean Membug Shannon. He is the, how do you say this? Coordinator for all of us casters and streamers at the moment while Rich is out on DCI duty. Sean's doing an amazing job. He's an amazing human. Everybody give some love. Praise be unto him.
I mean, he usually does this. He's casting admin.
He is. He is the I'm not gonna.
Bung 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 bung. The classic.
Praise be to Bung.
Y'all recited your catechisms today. Here's the one that goes bung 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 bung. But fight starting out already here. Cosmic Radiance popped yet again. Neil flashing over in the Dragon Pit. The Toya wall comes out in the Dragon Pit. We got split fight going on here. Red team slays the dragon, and Hoki's Heroes doing a rather good job of disengaging this one. Neil, though, he's caught in Dragon Pit, and overall, a very split map fight. It looks to be a 1-for-1, but Jingo and Chain, though, has found Iron 4 Noob, and Hillary Clinton getting the split push done on the top side means they're pretty much guaranteed at least an inhibitor, but now Katarina Wine Mixer is looking down this mid lane.
Sivir shouldn't back here. She should take that tower, in my opinion. I guess if York's just gonna keep going.
Yeah, I mean, York can just keep going, and Spook fires the flash out, actually, and she's taking tons of maiden damage right now. Spook's so low. Supposed to pop a heal.
Okay, glad she backed now.
Zerk's doing work. And meanwhile, though, the rest of Katarina Wine Mixer are able to finally secure the inhibitor in mid lane.
So, inhibitors going to both teams, though. Especially with Heroes being on top side. That's huge for the Baron, which they're already pinging to.
Yeah, this could actually be. Ooh, I'm interested to see how this one goes, especially because there's no Nico Flash up yet again, so they don't have that available.
Rek'Sai's on the bottom side.
Yeah,
and
honestly,
They don't
KWM's
know.
just not in position to do this. Here Beyond Death goes blind, but you know, it's just gonna see him just finish taking that Baron. And Hoki's Heroes with a really good Baron. It's proactive, they literally just walked there and took it. Katarina Mind Mixer just kinda got caught on the wrong foot. I don't even know if it's
They are
caught
going
on
to hopefully get bot tower here, though.
Yeah, it should be a pretty free bot tower. I don't even know if it's caught on the wrong foot or if it's just caught on no feet at all.
Just unaware. I don't think they were ready for it.
Looking like the Pokemon B Barrow out here, dude. Completely unaware. Yeah, Quagsire, mate. Actually, nah, Viveros is simple. I'm looking at Quagsire, bro. Quagsire's unaware.
And they choose mid.
Yeah, this is gonna be spicy. I'm looking to see what Hoki's Heroes can do with this Baron buff, looking for the 4-1 again. York's got the proper lane assignment though. I want to see them focusing on mid. especially because that helps them alleviate the super minion wave. And this bot side of the jungle especially could use some much needed tender loving coordinator from the side of Hoki's Heroes here. Help facilitate that Yorick split push.
Yorick's looking like he wants to get another tower here too.
Yeah, this should be a very
They're
easy
gonna have to
tower,
send more than just Nico.
especially with the Zerat. And we are now on 5-item late game Yorick. This is not a drill, but collapse comes on Yorick. Yorick comes out extremely low. Cosmic Radiance comes out. Rest of Hoki's Heroes is here, but Jingo and Chains finalize the kill, and Ironborn Noob gonna go down as well. No, and have Shadow in the back line of Hoki's Heroes, preventing them from doing much of anything else. Gonna take the Blast Cone out, and Glacial Prison as well for the disengage. Hoki's Heroes still getting chased down, but the Braum ult's gonna be enough to stop that.
Super's pushing up in top lane. Looks like there's 2 of them right now.
There are too many Glacials in this game, dude. There's a Glacial Fissure, there's a Glacial Prison. Oh, but the combo is monstrous! The Pop Blossoms there, the damage is mega thick. Hoagie goes down, Neo goes down. That's going to be an ace for Katarina Wine Mixer, and that's likely going to be game 2.
With Urgot saving the base, I'm pretty certain it is. Nobody here to defend at the moment. 7 seconds still on Yorick.
Yeah, you know, good effort to Hoagie's Heroes, especially, but Katarina Wine Mixer, not necessarily a team that probably would have been super high on everyone's radar, but opening up this split with an explosive 2-0.
Yeah, they did. Very explosive, both deciding games. Both were fairly close, but at the same time, Katarina Wine Mixers took team fights and just destroyed on those team fights. I don't know how. Spoilters? Oh, more of them.
Yeah, and
Go to the one.
all right, I'll have our MVP poll out shortly for us. Speaking of which, who you got for MVP on game 2?
Mr. Matt is my MVP.
I think Mr. Matt's a good choice. I would also raise you a second opinion in Jingo Unchained.
Yeah, that's another one. I want to give that support some love. I'm biased.
You respect, dude. At least he admits it.
But I mean, his Cosmic Radiances for both games were unbelievable. The only perfect game in both games, 4-0 and 15 this game.
Yeah, I feel like all of Katarina Wine Mixer actually had a pretty good showing, especially in game 2.
They sure did. Every one of them played well, and they couldn't have won both games without everybody playing at the level they did. I just think Mr. Matt was on another level from all of them. I don't know, man. A very weird thing I saw in there is the timing between the Cosmic Radiance and the Rek'Sai ult. So Matt would drop it as Rek'Sai was going down into his ult, and then right after Rek'Sai pops back up, the Cosmic Radiance would close, and he would get his shield right as he popped up.
Yep.
It's a very interesting timing thing that I saw. So for people to think about in team comps, you know?
Yeah, and right now this straw poll, 4 votes for Matt and 2 for Jingo right now. This is going to be a neck and neck one. I can already feel it.
Uh-oh. I gotta go vote.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. This is getting interesting.
But yeah, like I said, I really would have liked to see the Taric ban in second game. I think both teams did a really good job adapting to what they saw in the first game. I just think the Taric ban would have been nice.
I just wish Hoagie's Heroes could have won one game, so he could have given Neil an MVP, and then I could have asked him why he hates Krug Camp. I just wanted to ask him why he hates Krugs.
I'm sure you'll get your chance.
Yep. So we are currently neck and neck in this poll. 10 votes, tied 5-5 for Mr. Matt and Jingo Unchained.
Come on, gotta give it to Matt.
We're gonna need some more votes to start breaking this tie, people. There are 25 people in the stream right now. 10 is definitely not anywhere close to 25. Come on, people. Let's put those votes in. Let's make it happen.
Nah, they're all in bed. They're all sleeping already. Too late. Past their bedtimes. Oh yeah, I have to wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
My dad and I are going to Tampa.
Yeah, that is true. 10 is closer to 25 than 9. I think of it that way. Oh my god, 12 votes and we're still neck and neck.
Come on, guys.
Alright, I'm bored. Next vote wins it. Next vote, and then we wait 10 seconds.
If we get another vote.
Oh, we gotta get one more vote. Just, come on, people. Give it like about 30 seconds. Alright,
If
so...
not, Spooped left already, so we can
Yeah, so,
just make them both MVPs and say nope, you.
So, yeah, I was considering sharing MVP, and that's traditionally what we do if we go on, like, further, and because they want to do that anyway, I think we'll just call it here.
Sounds good.
Oh my god, another vote. Next vote wins it, and someone votes for Shadow. Alright.
Nope, someone else voted for Matt.
Do you have a player of the game open? Alright.
Do I have
Yeah.
player of the game open?
Yeah.
Oh, like the MVP?
Yeah,
Poll?
channel.
Yeah.
Alright, so we get Jingo and Mr. Matt down here, and player of the game 1, please.
Oh, they could have come to us.
Yo, welcome.
Welcome.
Well, hello, hello.
Hey, what's good?
And
Not
nothing
much.
much.
Congrats,
Dude.
guys.
Hey.
Yeah,
thank you.
congrats on starting the season 2-0.
Yeah. It was good. That was a hard matchup, I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, it's like I said with Bung and the Restless in our last game. Our win streak starts here.
You're not wrong.
So, guys, important questions here. Why Tarek? Of all the supports you've been playing this week, what made you want to play Tarek?
I told him to.
Yeah, actually, Nolan was like, we saw that they picked my Braum because I wanted to play Braum game 1, but they picked my Braum. I was like, dang. And so they were like, well, what are you gonna play? I was like, I don't know. No, I was like, Tarek. I was like, okay.
I love it because the Tarek was perfect. It worked really well. All the cosmic radiances were really well timed. Game 1, can you talk us through some of those very sneaky objective calls?
That's I'm gonna leave that.
Like,
to
what
us.
happened there? Why? Not what happened, but like, what was going through your heads for those very sneaky calls?
Well, we'd get a pick, we get pick or two, and we just rotate to the objective. It seemed like the right choice.
Okay.
Yeah, I think a lot of it was also like, especially with Spooked on Twitch in game 1. That's his he's a champion, or that's a champion he's really comfortable on. So that kind of allowed us to like have a little more, I guess, exerted pressure. We tried to have some different stuff go like different directions. We had a couple things I'm not gonna talk about like in comms going on, but a lot of it was what Nolan said, was just go ahead and like just take it as it is, and we'll get a pick here, there, and then just go for it.
Very cool. Very cool. Vitalis, you got any questions, fam?
Yeah, so my first question is, so I know Mr. Matt is a giant troll. I know from playing with him personally, so I gotta wonder what cons were like during this adventure of a series.
Uh, dude. Okay, I'm glad you asked because a really important question came up. Nolan's gonna like dog me for this. So I was asking, because in game one, Siren accidentally dropped Rift Herald in river. He's like, shit, I was
Yeah,
trying
we
to
saw
warn.
that live.
He's like,
That was
shit, I was
great.
trying to warn. And so we get Rift Herald game two, and you hear Nolan go, hey, can I ask you something? Can you not drop it in river again? I was like, yeah, that's probably a good idea. And then I asked myself no more than like 5 or 10 minutes later. I was like, I wonder if the casters are memeing about this.
Oh, we were. Don't worry.
No.
Yeah.
We were memeing about the game one Herald. That was for sure.
Yeah.
That
Mistakes
was
happen,
funny.
and yeah, I think it's just like I think it's nervousness. Like I definitely had the jitters this game or like this
He
series.
pulled a Mike
Oh
Young.
yeah, opening game of the season too. It's
Yeah.
first game of the whole split. You know, it's definitely
Yeah.
a nerve-wracking game.
It's first game of the split, and it was my first game actually in general, like playing in the league. So like
Yep.
like just I'm gonna shout out to Steven and to Nolan real quick. Like they've been so good and just like coaching me through like small minor mistakes, and it's been like really helpful. So shout outs to you guys. Shout outs to like everyone in the league. I'm not gonna do one of those things, but like yeah, y'all are great.
Oh, dang.
So you kind of mentioned about first game jitters and everything. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to do something fun. A little bit troll,
Yeah.
but something
Oh my
works a little
god.
bit. So I picked Predator Caitlyn for lethality.
Dude, oh my god. Your ult damage is disgusting. It was nasty.
You know, we didn't even notice that there was a Caitlyn and a Twitch picked on the same team until you were getting into game.
Dude, oh my god. That was like that Caitlyn. Oh, like you would see health bars go like 75% down from ulti, and you're like, what? And it was just nasty.
It was a surprise pick. Okay, so one thing that Vitalis and I were talking about on the stream is that with the upper and lower brackets, there's a chance for the lower bracket players to really shine and kind of break out some pocket picks that they wouldn't be able to with those upper bracket douchebags being in their games.
Oof.
Stop being so good.
I'm sorry, man.
Hey,
What
shut up,
would you
Area
say
51
that like?
tryhard.
Would you say that like the Caitlyn pick would be one of those kind of pocket picks where you wouldn't have brought it out with all the not better players, but like with those try hard players, you know?
I would have. You can
Yeah.
ask
That's
Sean. He's
true.
been my
You-
captain
Hell
for
yeah,
I
three
can
dude.
seasons. I would
99%
have.
guarantee he would have.
Hell yeah, dude. Dude, just wait. Just wait. I hope to
remember
bunch of
telling
spicy
Sean when
picks.
he was my first captain. We were on Popo. I'm like, dude, let me pike mid. It's actually really good. Let me do it. No. Then like a month later, it's meta in in league. Like, let's go. Come on.
Dude, you're just ahead of the curve. You are.
I do remember your breakout game with Zed though. I do
Yeah,
remember that.
Everybody bans it, and I don't even really play it anymore.
Dude, it's so funny because actually we were in comms and we were in PB and we saw the Zed ban. We're like, wait, like who is that targeted towards? Is that towards because Shadow's also like a pretty good Zed player, and then like we also know Nolan's pretty good. We're like, wait, what's going on here? It's just like game one was a lot of in pick ban. Game one was just a lot of like respect to comfort picks for everyone.
We did notice in game 2 pick ban there were a lot of adaptations made and everything.
Yeah, that Kane was that Kane hurt.
I would get so close to getting away, and then he would use his W because he can still move with Shadow Cane.
Mm-hmm.
But like also the I was very impressed with I know after talking especially with talking in comps I was very impressed, and I saw a little bit of it last split when I was casting. Austin's Yorick is disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but his Kled and his Nasus are better.
I will take the
And
lesser of the evils then. But
So
Hey, you
that,
won, so it works.
yeah, that was good.
Vitalis, you got any other questions?
I think I'm good. So actually, with that, we are going to go ahead and call this interview. Congratulations to all of you. And from the entire stream crew here, thank you everyone for coming out to watch the first match of PMA LCS SummerSlam. We very much appreciate all of you for having come here tonight. And so on that note, thank you everyone, and we will see you at another PVA LCS stream coming very soon. Good night, guys.
Bye.
see ya.
Bye.